Okay, so I'm going to show you an input mask. You've got a copy of this database. I've got some more things because this is a slightly different version, but it's the same database. It's all to do with the Bond films. And I've set something called an input mask on actor's forename. There's not an input mask on the actor's surname, the director's forename, or the director's surname. Now, we use input masks to help control the structure of our database. In other words, we're making and forcing some rules so that when somebody comes along and tries to type something in, they have to type it in a certain way. This particular input mask here is going to force the first letter, or the first character, which happens to be a letter, that's what the L stands for, to be a capital. These two funny little arrows here and here mean that it's got to be a capital. The question marks mean how many characters are going to be after that first letter. The amount of characters that you put in the amount of question marks you put in also means how many characters they can put in. So if I put in too little, it won't work. Let me show you what this does then. So if I go to, if I close that, and I open up my table, okay, so we had an input mask here. Okay, so if I go to the end now, and if I type in, if I type in John, I've not pressed shift, and already it says it's going to put a capital letter in John. You can see I've done this before. On the next field, the actor's surname, I'm typing Craig, and I'm not selecting shift or anything, but there's no input mask here. Therefore, I can't do anything with that one. So if I go back to the design view, I've not put a primary key in, put number 25 in. Let's go to the design view. Okay, so there's my input mask. So I can add that simple input mask to actor's surname, director's forename, and director's surname. On the liner width that you've got this information from, there are other input mask characters that you can use. Maybe you can have a try with some of those. Get this one to work though. So copy this idea onto some other text fields, and don't forget you need to write some notes.